We are so strong.
Hey everyone, welcome to the last episode of So Strong for 2025.
Wow.
'Tis the season to be jolly. What a beautiful way, what a fitting way to end season 1.
I'm excited that it's
with
like
Christmas.
a Christmas vibe. Very happy that their battery was still working from last year.
I may put this on later.
And I dressed for Christmas. And
So did I. I'm wearing green.
Yeah. And Hunter was like, Mummy, I just want to say you look so beautiful.
Aww.
And the colors really go with Christmas. And I went, that's why I'm wearing these colors. And he was like,
so
he's
cute.
a Christmas like.
He is you that
Like
way.
me,
Like
yes.
he's so like you that way. Yeah.
Yes. And one of the things I'm looking forward to, so now we can like officially say, because by the time this episode comes out, we would have moved house. And one of the reasons why I'm excited about when we're moving is because we'll have a couple of weeks before Christmas, which means I'm going to see if we can just put a couple of things around the house.
Are you talking about your new house?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know what you were talking about just then. Sorry, you can
The
cut
new
that
house.
out. I was
Because
like,
I'm
what do you mean?
No, because I'm
You
like,
can
I don't
set
know if
up
I
a
can be
little bit of
bothered
Christmas. That's
setting up a tree.
You'll be unpacking the house.
Exactly.
Like, would you have the energy to?
Well, I think because Hunter and
put
I,
like things up like that, or
because
buy,
we
like,
love Christmas,
buy some tinsel or something
Yeah.
and just like drape it, or some
Or
fairy
even-
lights.
Even I've seen little trees.
Yes.
You know, the ones that are already decorated.
Seriously, yeah. You
Yeah.
can even, I don't know if Bunnings has any, but sometimes they sell like little pine trees, like real pine trees. And
Ooh,
I
that's
bought one year when I
nice.
didn't feel like it. But I was like, all right, that's our Christmas tree for the year. We did live in a very small house. We lived in like a little 2-bedroom granny flat. So
Yeah,
sometimes a
doesn't that
small
make
tree
sense?
looks like
Huge. Were you guys the ones that had the tree up on the wall last year?
No, it was when I
Maybe
was in
that
the
was my friend's
bungalow.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a Christmas ivy one year.
What's an ivy?
You know, my
The
devil's
plant?
ivy? It was like hooked growing along the wall, and I just like put fairy lights along it.
It would have looked beautiful.
It was beautiful.
I wouldn't call it a Christmas tree though.
No, it was my Christmas ivy. That was my Christmas tree that year. And it came to the pot and those fairy lights, and it was really cute, but that was it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just do something like that. Just get like a little one from the
Yeah.
reject shop or something.
Yeah.
And little balls, little like baubles.
Yeah. And I have decided that from next year onwards, beginning of November, we're setting up.
The beginning of November.
The beginning of November.
gosh.
I've always waited till after my birthday. My birthday
yeah.
is like towards the end
That
of
makes
November.
perfect sense.
And I've always waited. Literally, sometimes we're setting up the next day or the day after my birthday. Like we're setting up like straight away. But I'm like, we love Christmas so much. And I've already started watching Christmas movies.
That's like Thanksgiving.
yeah.
Like waiting for Thanksgiving to be over
Yeah.
and setting up the tree. You finish the turkey and you set up the
Yeah.
tree.
But I just love it. I love everything about Christmas. So I'm like, why am
Yeah.
I waiting till a month
Why
before?
are you waiting?
Because of my birthday. I don't know why in my head I would just be like, no, let's do my birthday and then we'll set
I
up.
guess it makes it like there's more fun things to come.
Yeah.
Because it's like my birthday. Okay, now Christmas.
Yeah.
But Christmas is already set up.
Yeah. I also think if I set up the tree earlier, I'll be more onto it with like presents. And I've always wanted to do an advent calendar with Hunter.
Yeah.
So I feel like if I have everything set up, it'll be better.
Yeah, I think that's good. Give yourself some grace.
Yeah.
Just put up a few things to make it fun.
Yep.
And leave it for next year.
Yeah.
Future Priscilla.
If I am all done, like a couple of weeks
I
before.
would not put it past you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're settled
You're
and all
going
of
to
that.
be like settled 2 days before Christmas and be like, we can do it.
or hopefully
'Cause
it's
you're
earlier
such
than
a-
that. Yeah, I just think, let's do it. Let's go and just make it a bit special, especially because we're waking up by ourselves on Christmas and we're having our own little Christmas morning. So I think, and that's never happened. So I think
I know. Same for us.
Yeah,
We're getting Christmas this year.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
So I think, why not? Like if we're going to actually celebrate the day and whatever.
For those who wonder why we've never had a Christmas morning at home, it's not because bad things happen to us. It's because we have to share our Christmas.
Yeah.
Out of the 3 of us siblings, I have an in-law family. So we have to alternate every year.
That's close.
That's close.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You obviously have an in-law family, but they're international.
They're international,
And
which is for situations like this,
it's great.
it's great.
For every Easter. Easter. I was going to say for every holiday. Easter, Christmas, everything. We're the family that we have to juggle around our dates. But it also means that now, because of the way we've worked it out that we share Christmas Day every year, it means we get a Christmas at home. We get to wake up in the morning with our kids, which I think is so funny how mum doesn't want to not share that morning with us. But growing up, that's what we did.
That's what we did, yeah.
Like, could you imagine all of mum's brothers and Nana saying we all have to be together on Christmas morning? Like, you have to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, someone's going to be upset. Could you imagine that?
No.
It's impossible, but that's what we're doing.
But mum's always said, well, not always, but for years, she's like, I don't care if it's the 24th or the 25th. Like, I just want to spend together.
Totally. But then I've got the other family.
Yeah.
We've got Reggie's family who are exactly the same as our family.
Yeah.
We have to be together. And if we're not, we're upset. Like, that's the expectation. So we're like in a tug of war. So this year we're like, we get to wake up at home and open presents with our kids and just have a little family moment.
So nice.
And then do the rest of the Christmas Day with family and friends.
Because people travel as well. Like they'll do breakfast somewhere, they'll do lunch somewhere else, and they go to dinner. Like it's a busy day.
So write in the comments below. Well, what do you guys do for Christmas?
What's your traditions?
Do you have to share it?
Yeah.
Do you pick alternate dates?
Mm-hmm.
Give us ideas, guys.
Yeah. We want to do it better.
Because I feel like we've only just worked out a system.
But it was only when Reggie came into the picture that we had to start figuring out Christmas. Otherwise, we were just all at mum's.
And his family have traditions as well.
Yeah.
Like they have Boxing Day. That's their family tradition. We always have to do Boxing Day with his family, which is great. But there's all these little traditions on both sides that we're like, okay, this and that and then this and then that. And but no, it's cool. And this year we're doing Christmas at my house on the 23rd. I'm so excited.
I'm excited too.
It's our first Christmas, hosting. So I'm really excited. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. And I like that it's the 23rd. I don't know why. It just feels like it's going to make actual Christmas Eve and Christmas Day a little bit more like chilled.
Chill, I know. Living for a more chilled Christmas.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm not going to lie. I've been very tempted to just, because one year we were actually in America for Christmas.
I know.
It was the best.
That year? Okay, I lie. We got a Christmas at home that year because you were in America.
No, we.
Oh, I'm talking about when you guys were in America. Over Christmas? Yeah.
Oh, with Hunter. Yes.
Sorry. Because that same year, Reggie's sister was in Queensland.
Okay.
So both families were kind of like, we're not doing anything. And we were like, don't say anything. Don't breathe. Don't move. Don't make plans. And we had Christmas at home.
Okay.
Jensen was like, I think 4. Abby was like 2 or something like that. And it was the best.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was still in the granny flat.
Abby would have been like 6 months old.
Was she?
They're not 2 years apart. Because Zaya in America, she was turning 1. She turned 1 when we were there at Christmas. Yeah, so Abby would have either been 6 months
older than
or
Zaya.
then she would have been 18 months.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
She would have been a baby
there
still.
You go.
Yeah. I forgot about that Christmas that we were in America. I just keep thinking the Christmas we were in America was when the three of us went.
Yeah. For your birthday, for your 30th. For your 30th. We went to New York. That was so fun.
That was so fun.
Yeah. And that was the year where I'm talking about Thanksgiving and Christmas is set up that night.
Yes.
Do you remember I cooked the turkey? Yeah. I was up. I set my alarm for like every 2 hours to check the turkey because it was slow cooking overnight. And I was like every 2 hours going to check the turkey in the middle of the night like a crazy woman. And then we finished eating and Shami's like, let's go get the Christmas tree. And I was like, what?
Yes,
slow down.
That's right.
But she was like, this is what you do. You finish Thanksgiving and then you set up Christmas. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy.
Wow, that's wild.
Speaking of wild, I feel like Christmas is often not so like what we're talking about. Christmas is just crazy and busy, and everyone's like, oh, got to get through. It's such a busy time of year. And I feel like it's true. It's just like Christmas shopping, cooking, guests coming over, you're going over to other people's houses, wrapping presents. Like it's constant. Like what's
and it's
next?
even
What's next?
Finishing work. Yeah. So tired from the year.
Yeah.
Kids finishing school. So they're like all, and I love that our Christmas is in summer because it feels like our rest and our like, hey, end of the year, it's Christmas. It means beach and like fun and all of that.
No, that's true.
I do love a winter Christmas. Like I think when I watch the Christmas movies, I always
wished we had Christmas in winter. But I totally understand that. Like it's our holiday time. It would suck to, that's something I don't get about the States, that they have like 1 week. Yep. They have like winter break and then they're back to life. Like they literally have 1 week to celebrate Christmas and have a holiday and that's it. That for me would be like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. But then they get 3 months of summer.
Whoa.
Like young kids.
Students.
High school students. Yeah.
And that's just like, what do you do for 3 months?
Live your best life.
But as a parent, if you have to work and your kids go on holidays for 3 months, like obviously they would have
summer
systems.
Camp and like
they would have things like in place to do and stuff. But yeah, it's wild because I think one of the things that came up when I was like researching was also the expectations that we have around Christmas.
My gosh,
and that really like it kind of just like made me pause because I was like, true, we have, well, I don't know about you, but I have expectations around a lot of things. Like my birthday's coming up. Well, by the time this is aired, it would have already passed. But, and I think I've got expectations around that. And then I think I do have expectations around Christmas. I want it to be like chilled and beautiful and fun. But at the same time, I want it to be exciting and awesome. And I want everyone to be happy and all of that. So that's a lot of expectations.
Yeah. I feel like that's one of the reasons why I'm a Grinch, because Christmas is, for those of you
I'm glad
at
you
home.
brought that up. I didn't want to say anything.
I feel like I'm in some ways growing you know how his heart grows 3 sizes at the end of the movie? I feel like my heart is slowly growing towards Christmas, but honestly, I feel like only because I have children.
Sure.
If Reggie and I were still like just a married couple, no kids, nothing, get me out of here.
Okay, so like growing up, Christy,
when we talk about us being different, this is one of the areas we are so different.
We are so different. We are so different. So like we would have Christmas and there was 1 or 2 Christmases where Christy just didn't buy anyone a present. Like she just didn't get anyone a present. And when Mum was
I know why.
No,
it was the year my heart got broken.
I know, but Mum was like, Christy, did you get anyone a present? And she was on the couch. She was like, nah.
My gosh. I also had no money at the time and I wasn't working and my heart was broken. So I was like, I'm not. I remember getting brought out of my room to like come open presents. I was like, are you kidding me?
And we're all like, oh, yay. Like for, different things that we were getting or like stuff that we were so excited to give you presents. And you were like, thank you.
And there's a photo of me where I'm on the couch and I'm like I'm not smiling at all.
Are you in the background of me and Zane hugging or something? Was it one of those photos?
Maybe. I would do that anyway for fun.
Yeah. But not just that. It's just more like some people have a propensity towards it. You do not.
No.
So I'm actually really loving seeing that your kids are bringing something different out of you.
Yeah. I think like the joy of Christmas through the lens of my children is, I remember feeling that as a child. And so for them, I'm like, of course I want to give that to them. Like the Christmas tree, the light. I actually love that stuff. Like Christmas lights. I love going and seeing lights.
Ah, that's cool.
And setting up a Christmas tree and making it beautiful and making the house feel warm and special. Like that I all love.
Yeah.
And doing that together as a family and all of that's all really special. But for me, I feel like Christmas has become, for the world, something that can be capitalized on.
Oh.
And we all know that.
100%, yeah.
But when we're talking about the expectations around Christmas, it's like what you buy, how much you buy, who you're buying for.
Yep.
In every capacity, toys, food, hosting, everything. It's just another way for us to be blind consumers.
Yep.
And I hate that. For me, sometimes I'm like, that's the real spirit of Christmas.
Yeah.
You know, like it's,
Yep.
and when the Grinch goes on like, you want this, Daddy, I want this, Daddy, I want that. Where does it all end up? In the trash in my backyard. I'm like, yeah, that's us. Like it's all about what can I get?
Yeah.
What gift can I get? And we're sending our wish list. And sure, I partake in all of that because it's the traditions of our family. But that's the part where I'm like, we're just doing what the world wants us to do. Like we're just consuming.
Yeah.
And none of this actually matters.
Shivers.
I know that's bad.
And I get it.
But that's my
I get
very
it.
bleak, realistic
Yeah.
side. But I'm like trying to lean more into like the spirit of giving and like the joy of Christmas and fun and the magic and all of that. So yeah, this year we bought matching pajamas and we set up the tree and watched Christmas movies. So I'm leaning into it, guys.
And so every year, at least for the last, since mum and dad have been in their house, so maybe like 5 years or something, we all go and stay at their house for like 5 to 7 days. Yeah. And I love that. Like I really look forward to that because there have been some years where we don't have a holiday. So that's kind of like our holiday or like our getaway. But what I love about it is that we all wake up in the same house, like, and we're having different conversations with different people all the time. So it's fun. Like, you know, Reggie and I always hang out in the mornings because no one else is awake except us and the children.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I love like baking with the kids. We did that a couple years ago and like I look forward to doing stuff like that together. And now I just think we get to create those memories for our children, like what we felt when we were younger. And I think it's really special that because it's Christmas, you get to do stuff that probably doesn't seem like so extravagant. Like they're not expensive necessarily, whatever, but it's Christmas. Let's do it. It's Christmas. Yeah. Even watching the same like movies over again, even putting Michael Bublé on, like just as soon as I hear that, I'm like, oh, it's Christmas and it's nostalgia and it's fun. So I definitely love, well, if I had tattoos, I'd probably tattoo a tree on my.
I love Christmas.
But definitely as a mum, I think it's a different load.
Oh yeah, we're doing everything.
Yeah,
I find, and this is not about dissing guys, but we're buying the gifts, we're wrapping them, we're cooking all the meals, we're getting the house ready. I know that like Reggie will help along the way when it comes time to hosting or helping out with the kids or whatever, but the load is on us. Like, I don't know about you guys, but when the Secret Santas happen, whatever, I make the list and I know who everyone's got and I'm buying the gift, you know, and then I'm wrapping it and making sure it's all labeled and then I'm the one cooking dinner. I'm planning what we're going to eat. Like it's all on you.
We divided and conquered this time. So Zane took Maverick and he's buying the presents for both of them. And so I don't even know who Maverick has. And I've got me and Hunter are working together to get our presents just to like make it even less like, oh, if he's got her and she's got, then we know, everyone knows who they've got, which I'd like to be as surprised as possible. So that's how we've done it.
Different. Yeah. I'm like, give me the list. I'll buy it all in half an hour. Like literally I'll go to the shops for 4 hours on my own. I even done it with the kids and I will buy every single present we need to buy like a week before Christmas.
Yeah. That's how you've done it.
I'm just like, I don't need any of this like plans and organization and schedules. Like just give me the list. I'll get it. The shopping, the groceries, the presents, everything in one hit.
Good on you.
That's no amazing. Nonsense. Get out.
I do have a little tip though for Christmas, which my friend told me about years ago, that she said put a little bit of money into a Christmas account every paycheck starting from January. And then by the time you get to Christmas, you have like $1,000 or $1,500 just ready to go. And that pays for your presents, your food. It might even go towards like a little holiday if you're going to do that. And I've done that every year since.
Yeah.
And I've been so grateful because Christmas is a huge expense that you don't want to get to like November or December and be like, cool, we need $1,000 to buy Christmas presents for everyone.
It doesn't feel like such a hit.
No, not at all.
Because some people are doing savings anyway, and then they just take out of the savings a budget for Christmas and that's what they spend and whatever. But yeah, it doesn't feel like you've like, okay, cool, that's my Christmas, what's it called? Christmas pool? Christmas.
Yeah, like your Christmas budget.
Yeah. Fund, that's it, sorry.
Fund, yeah.
That's my Christmas fund, yeah.
And it feels also like I've found it that it gives me liberty to buy Christmas presents like I want, not be like, oh, we can't really afford that, or oh, we can't afford that. Just being like, well, that's what the money's there for, and we don't have to be so stretched in this already expensive season.
Yeah, no, totally.
So that's been like a cool little tip.
That's good.
I started off with doing like $50 per paycheck, and then I had more than what I needed for that time. And then I started doing a little bit more so that it could, so the rest of it could go into like holiday and stuff. It's been a really cool tip.
That's great.
Okay, let's get into some weird or fun Christmas facts.
Okay, so Jingle Bells is not originally a Christmas song, which I don't understand. Because isn't it about the bells on Santa's sleigh? Or maybe not.
I'm guessing it's maybe the melody and they've changed the lyrics to it.
To ride in a one-horse open sleigh. So it's actually originally for Thanksgiving. Yeah. It was written for a church service during a Thanksgiving program. That's where Jingle Bells came from.
Cool.
Crazy.
Okay, so the abbreviating of Xmas, actually the X comes from the Greek letter, I want to say chi or chai. I don't know how to say that.
Yeah.
It's the Greek letter that's spelled C-H-I.
I
studied it like a million years ago. And I studied ancient Greek, but there is an X in there. Anyway, the first letter of Christos. So Xmas literally means Christ.
Yes.
Yeah.
I knew that. I think this is so dumb. Australians leave beer for Santa, not milk or cookies. They leave out beer.
That always reminds me of the Santa Claus, you know, the movie where he's like,
we just watched it.
Yeah, and she's like,
lactose.
It's The average Christmas tree has 30,000 bugs living in it.
I've heard this.
That's disgusting.
I've heard this. Christmas trees are filthy.
Is that like real Christmas trees or fake ones?
Fake ones.
What?
And real. Both. Both have bugs.
But how do you clean them?
Take it outside and put a blower on it.
Oh, okay.
Pressure hose it. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know.
That's absolutely disgusting.
Because you got to think about it. It comes out and then it gets stored for an entire year. So any bugs that have gone into it at that time, they're all hanging out in there over Christmas.
I don't know if I like that I now know that.
I know. My sister-in-law told me this fact a while ago and I was like, yuck. And I was like, another reason to hate Christmas.
Add it to the tally.
I don't hate it. Okay, Mariah Carey. I love this one.
Yeah, it's so good.
This is probably one of the most, I think this is actually one of the biggest flexes anyone could ever have. Mariah Carey, we all know, I can hear the bells already starting. She earns $1 million a year from All I Want. Yeah,
one
from
song.
All I Want
Not
for
even
Christmas.
the album, even
Just
though the
that
album
song.
was like totally a hit.
Yeah.
$1 million a year.
Yeah. And if I ever hear another cover of that song or a rendition, I'm like, get this rubbish off, put on Mariah.
I completely agree.
I'm like, nothing can compare.
But I
Nothing
can tell from
compare.
the intro.
From the first.
Yeah.
Dun,
I'm like,
dun, dun.
oh, that's a cover. Like it's not even
It's not
her.
the same little, like the pitch is off. Everything's different. Yeah.
So the nativity scene where we picture like the animals, the shepherds, the stables and all of that isn't actually biblically accurate.
None of it is accurate.
None of it is
whole
accurate.
Story,
yeah. So the wise men didn't arrive until Jesus was a toddler.
Yeah.
So there's no way that they gave him gold, frankincense and myrrh when he was in his swaddling
when
clothes
he was
in a
still
manger.
covered in like blood and placenta
Yeah.
because Mary had just given birth and they've all arrived and she's like sweaty and like smiling like in all the movies and everything
Totally.
that we see. Yeah, not true at all. Our pastor did the most incredible sermon on this. I don't know if it was, I think it was last year.
It was last year.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it blew me away. Like he just debunked the whole Christmas story, like, well, the nativity, like that whole chapter or chapters about what happened. He literally fact by fact pulled it all apart and was like, this is not actually what happened. This is what happened. And what really happened was just like so cool. And I think we're going to get into it a little bit later on in the episode. So I love this.
I'm so glad you brought that up because I was literally going to say that was like the best message I've heard on nativity, not because he debunked everything, but because he showed like truth and what it actually, like the real meaning of that story as opposed to.
And how it actually reflects the heart of God and reflects Jesus and the ministry he came to do starts with his birth.
Yeah.
And we think it's this magical, like the animals were there and they followed a star. It's actually so much deeper than that. When you look at it historically, like so cool. Yeah.
So cool.
Okay. And our last fact, I actually know this because I'm a Japanese teacher.
I love how you're cracking up at that.
I am not a Japanese teacher. But as a teacher, sometimes you get given classes that you're not trained for, but you are qualified to teach, so you can. So I have to cover a Japanese class for the last term of the year. And we're actually learning about lots of different things, culture, but we're learning about Christmas in Japan. And in Japan, they don't believe in Christmas. Like that's not part of their culture and their traditions. They still will have like the novelty things, Christmas lights and things like that families and couples would do because it's a novelty. It's like, it's an international joy. But because they don't believe in it, it's just literally about the experience. And I don't know why, but for some reason, what they eat on Christmas Day is KFC. Kentucky Fried Chicken is what they'll order a whole feast and they'll have it as a family because they don't believe in Christmas. So they have fast food and KFC is it. So next week, as an incursion, we're gathering all of you 7 and we're eating KFC because that's how we're going to celebrate Christmas because that's what Japanese people do. Isn't that so bizarre? KFC, that's what they, of all the cultures, that's what they eat on Christmas Day.
Apparently they have to like order it like way ahead
in advance.
Everyone wants it
out. Yeah, everyone is having it. So you have to put your orders and have it in place. Otherwise you miss out.
That's cool. I like that. Another thing I love about Christmas is Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Now, I have been very guilty of watching the most cheesy Hallmark Christmas movies. Like some of them I don't. Some of them like I'm like 1 minute in and I'm like, nah. Yeah. No, it's too far.
Yeah.
Like, but
it's too much cheese.
I do love Christmas movies. So in case you're looking for some really cool Christmas movies, we've got you. We've got you covered.
If you don't already know them, because some of these are absolute classics.
But sometimes I watch like YouTube shorts or something about best Christmas movies because I just forget about them. And I'm like, oh yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah.
So probably number one favorite Christmas movie of yours.
In my heart, forever and ever.
Forever and ever.
I'm trying to think of one of his lines.
The Grinch.
Albuquerque. I hate you. hate. Double hate. Loathe entirely. That's one of my favorite lines of the whole thing. I'm a psycho. I know nearly every line of The Grinch.
You know it too much. Oh my goodness.
And I can watch that movie like in the middle of the year.
Yeah.
When I'm in like a Jim Carrey mood or a silly mood, I can put on The Grinch. And to this day, I have probably seen it 100 times.
Oh, 100%. You would have seen it 100 times.
I know the line is coming and I'm cracking up. Oh my gosh, I love him.
I just don't like
speaking in rhyme.
I don't like the girl song. That's the only one I like.
I thought was that.
I like.
It's just boring.
Yeah.
Like it's sweet and cute. It's really well done.
But considering how amazing, hilarious and all of that the rest of the movie
is. It's just like a real But when you think about it, it's a lot of hype and comedy, so they got to bring it. They got to give us a moment of peace.
But we watched The Grinch, the cartoon, the other day.
Cool.
It's really cool.
Benedict Cumberbatch, yeah.
Because Hunter liked it, and I was just cooking, so I could like hear it, and I was like, oh yeah, this is like
it's
really,
good.
really
and
good.
I love the soundtrack.
Yeah,
like the whole movie soundtrack is really cool. Yeah.
Okay, so one of my favorite Christmas movies is Spirited.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
And I didn't even watch it the first year it came out. Like I was late to the party. Like I watched it like a year or two later.
Yeah.
And once I watched it, I was like, how have I missed this?
So good.
The soundtrack. We play the soundtrack in the car all the time. Christmas Morning Feeling is like my favorite song.
Yeah. I love Good Afternoon.
Oh, I love Good Afternoon.
Love Good Afternoon.
It's so good.
Funny.
And I love I forgot it. Ripple. Ripple is my favorite.
Yeah.
If you want to make a ripple. It's so good.
I love the dancing.
Yeah.
I find the choreography so good. And Will and Ryan just nailing it.
Nail it.
Is there anything they cannot do? Honestly, those two, they're great.
I've changed my mind a little bit about the younger one.
I haven't.
But anyway, like it's
totally.
such a good movie.
So good.
There's a couple of references that are probably not for little kids.
Yeah.
But it's a great family movie.
And even like the actual Grim Reaper, he's a bit too scary for like young ones. We have to like skip that scene when we're watching it with the kids.
Scary, yeah.
But yeah, it's a good one.
It is a good one.
Really well done musical, which
Very,
they
very
don't
well done.
they don't happen very often.
No.
It's like once in a blue moon you get a good musical.
And I wonder why it wasn't more famous.
Like I think because it is a musical.
Yeah, but like
such
of
a
all the
niche
Christmas
category.
movies, Spirited is hardly ever in the top 10 for people.
Yeah.
That's why I was like,
I don't know, maybe because it's not old. Like classics.
Yeah, true.
Classics are the ones that people like Mariah Carey is number one.
Yeah.
And that's like
she's like
30
number one
years
for
old.
you, isn't she?
Not in life, just in that song.
I like Elf.
Yeah.
I don't love it, but I think it's a great movie and it's got a great message and all of that.
It's funny.
Yeah, it is really funny.
It's a nice, easy watch.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, easy humor.
And the girl from New Girl, what's her name again? Zoe. Is it Zoe Deschanel?
Yeah.
She's got a beautiful voice and she sings in it as well. So it's really pretty and Will Ferrell, again.
Amazing.
So funny.
So funny.
So hilarious. Yeah. Okay, my favorite all-time classic Christmas movie is Tim Allen in The Santa Claus. That is my favorite.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it so much.
Such a good movie.
It's like,
still good.
I remember being like 14 or something, and we were at the store for some reason with my cousin, her dad, and my dad, and we hired the movie and we walked home in Hinchinbrook. Like from the Valley Plaza. Yeah, we walked eating ice cream because it was only like a 10-minute walk.
Yeah.
And then we watched it.
Oh,
and we were
so
like,
special. Yeah.
And so it obviously is nostalgia, but it's such a good movie as well.
For me, forever is like if Santa was real, if Christmas elves, if all of that magic was real, that's what it looks like. And that's what it is.
Exactly.
That's what the North Pole is, and that's what the elves look like. And that's the cups they drink, the hot chocolate, like everything out of it. I'm like, this is like the magic of Christmas.
Even Elf, not Elf, the main elf with the big purple hat. She's like, I'm 1,200 years old. And she's so like little.
He's like, you look good for your age. She's like, thanks, but I'm seeing someone in wrapping. She's like a kid. And he's like, okay. Yeah.
It's so good.
No, I love that movie. So
okay,
good.
so obviously I really love romantic Christmas movies as well. And I just watched this movie the other day. First time I had ever heard of it. And it came out a few years ago. It's called Something from Tiffany's. Have you ever watched it before?
I don't think so.
It's about this
No, I don't think so.
girl who is dating a guy who's a bit of a loser. And he bumps into another guy and they both had bought something from Tiffany's and their boxes got mixed up.
Oh, cute.
And so
it's a meet cute.
Yeah, he gives, but the loser boyfriend gives her the ring. No, sorry, gives her the box, not knowing thinking it's the earrings that he bought. And she opens it up, it's an engagement ring. And he's like, oh, will you marry me? Like he just kind of jumps on that train.
Yeah.
And then the other guy that had bought the ring for his girlfriend is like trying to track it down.
Ah.
Anyway, it's totally predictable. You know exactly what's going to happen, but it's in New York.
Yeah.
She owns a bakery, so she's always got like, you know, beautiful bread and croissants and all of that.
Yeah.
And it's just a fun little movie.
I love The Holiday as like a romantic Christmas movie.
I love the soundtrack.
I mean, I could even watch The Holiday any time of year.
True.
It's just one of those. The soundtrack is beautiful, but I love The Holiday. It's so.
Jack Black is so good in it.
I know. Yeah. All of them. Just their storylines. It's funny. It's interesting. You're like hopeful the whole time for the couples, even though you know you're like, come on, get together. The Holiday, and I only watched this one this year. Have you heard of The Stone? Oh no, The Family Stone with
I've watched it.
Diane Keaton.
Yeah.
It's such a bizarre story, but then leaves your heart in your hand at the end of it when I won't spoil it, but
it came out like 10 years ago.
I know, it's so old. They're all so young. Yeah. But there was something about the dysfunction of it all that I really loved. I just loved that it wasn't perfection, you know, and it wasn't this like, I don't know. I just loved how real everything felt.
It's definitely on my list to watch again because I haven't seen it for years. But I love Rachel McAdams and I love Diane Keaton.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
when I saw them, I was like, how could you go wrong with these two?
Well, the main one. I'm not a fan of Sarah Jessica Parker.
I love her.
Do you?
Yes. But her character in this movie drove me nuts the whole time.
I think that's one of the reasons why I don't like her is because of this one.
So annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, I love her as an actress.
No. As in, I think this is one of the first like interactions that I saw of her, and I was like, ugh, she's such an annoying character.
Yeah.
But everyone on that movie is like amazing.
Yeah. It's a really good cast.
Yeah. Okay, so another one that I watched for the first time is called Merry Little Xmas. And it's got Alicia Silverstone, you know, from Clueless.
Yes.
And what's Kate Hudson's brother? Oliver Hudson.
Yeah.
Yeah. So him and Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah.
And they're like separated and they've got kids and all of that. And they find themselves coming back together like over Christmas.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
And it's just like a real like quirky kind of, it's a little bit cheesy, but it's just like a fun like feel good movie that I thought, oh, that's nice.
Yeah. A couple of family ones that we love. Klaus is a cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's like a alternate version of how like Santa becomes Santa and the spirit of Christmas and everything like that. It's so good. And the second one is Arthur Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love Christmas movies, or at least kids' Christmas movies where like the whole Santa thing or the way things happen, it's this like alternate version. And it's like so creative and different. So Arthur Christmas and Klaus, they're our favorite. Like as a family, we watch those every year. And of course, the Polar Express.
Yeah.
I love we love the Polar Express.
I might have to watch that one again because I watched that when it first came out and I didn't love it. So I just never watched it again.
Oh, it's so cool.
But maybe Through the Eyes of Hunter it'd be different. I do have one more family one. It's called A Boy Called Christmas. Have you ever seen it? It's got Kristen Wiig in it. She's like the evil auntie kind of thing.
No, I don't think I have.
And it's about Saint Nick.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Okay, we'll
it's
watch
like
it. Yeah.
a family. I think Maggie Smith is actually in it. She tells the story. And so there's like a family here and then it goes to the North Pole and all of that. It's a really beautiful movie. It's very sad, like as in there's moments of real oh, it's so sad. But it's pretty cool. Yeah. Anyway, those are some of our like cool Christmas
What are
flicks.
your favorite flicks?
Yes.
Tell us.
We want to know if there's more
out there.
Obviously, like the popular ones are like Home Alone.
Yeah. Die Hard. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
I was just about to say, there's lots of
the jury
tension
is
about
out.
That. Yes.
Yeah.
Whether it is or not.
We love to watch Die Hard at Christmas. Die Hard 1.
Why not?
I don't ever watch it throughout the year.
Yeah. I don't watch it either. So talking about what we were saying earlier about how the Christmas story actually has a lot of myths that are just not really true. let's dive into that.
There's so many really sweet ideas of what Christmas, which once again, this is just the world capitalizing on a story and making it something that it's not. But there's a lot of really sweet, nice fictional ideas about what happened at Christmas and the birth of Jesus and the nativity scene and all of that, which, yeah, I think a lot of people don't know.
I think we can get
It's
caught
not
up
true.
in the idea of like Mary being a virgin, but yes, she was, but she was also like a teenager. She was a very young girl. Some people have even said she might have been as young as 12 or 13, which is like, if I was to look at a 12 or 13-year-old now, like,
But that's when you were getting married back then.
she was engaged, but like she's still a young girl.
Yeah.
It's not like she's just because they were getting married that she was fully aware, but
No.
the Bible says that God found favor in Mary. Like he looked upon her with favor. And that we know from, scholars and commentators that they've said that Mary and Joseph and Elizabeth and Zechariah, who were John the Baptist's parents, and even Anna and Simon, who were the old priest, prophet, in the temple, they all were seeking after knowing that the Messiah was coming soon. And so they had a heart for God. They were like believing and were faith-filled that maybe it was going to happen in their time. Which I think is really cool because it means that Mary wasn't just an ordinary teenager who God was just like, yep, cool.
Yeah.
Mary had a drive to understand who God was.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's cool. I don't know. I just find it interesting as well that the Jews were so set on this idea of how he was going to come and what they were expecting versus what actually happened.
Yeah.
So I feel like even in that, there's this, everything was countercultural about Jesus, but even from birth, the way he's entered into the picture is, and I think the nativity story, we all kind of know traditionally, it's very dramatized. Like the whole, she's in labor, they're knocking from door to door, she has the baby and everyone's arrived as she's just had Jesus. It's just all very dramatized and very heightened because that's what we live for. We live for the story and the excitement of it all. But it actually wasn't like that. It was spread out. It was over time those events happened, and it was the complete opposite to what the Jews were, or at least the Pharisees were expecting. And I wonder if maybe there was, in that drive that Mary had of him coming in their time, maybe that's why they got the journey, because they weren't looking for the knight in shining armor that the Pharisees were waiting for, that was going to come and it was this genuine spirit of wanting God to come. Like that was what the spirit for them was. The whole spirit of God returning was about that, rather than this guy who's going to like trump everyone and kill everyone and
because
justify
there was
the
an
Jews.
agenda behind that. It was like, yeah, exactly. It was that agenda of trying to prove that they were right, that they were God's chosen people, as opposed to the Messiah comes, he's born in a manger surrounded by animals. He's born in the lowliest of lowest places, and yet he's still declared as the king. The angels still had this massive herald declaring that the Prince of Peace has come to earth. And who do they tell? They tell shepherds.
Yeah.
They don't go and tell the king. They don't go and tell the Pharisees. They don't go and tell the high priests and the rulers. They tell shepherds. And shepherds were like one of the lowest people in regards to society. Shepherds were on the bottom. And yet they're one of the first ones who get to see this Messiah.
But also highly symbolic of like the shepherd, David being a shepherd, Jesus being the shepherd. You know, it's just everything has layers to it. Yeah.
Yeah. And it means that God meets us wherever we're at. Status doesn't mean much to God like it means to us.
Yeah.
And yet he would come down and do this. Like, I reckon the scene would have just been incredible. Like the angels proclaiming, Mary's probably like, thank God the baby is out. Like, just all of that.
Yeah.
And yet it's just with common people, everyday people like us.
Yeah. I don't know if you're going to get to it, but the fact about the Magi.
Go for it.
This is like, to this day, this is my favorite fact of the whole story. So and please insert if I'm getting anything wrong or whatever, because you might remember it better than me. But the Magi, they're basically like free-spirited, like a little bit into like reading the stars.
A little bit. They're 100% into astrology.
Like new age kind of mindset. They're a little bit circusy, the way they travel. It's all loose and free, like a real like kind of hippie convent on wheels, and just so like not Christian, not Jewish, but this like wild, they come through town and the Jews turn their nose and judge them and they're of the devil and whatever. But the Magi is one of the lots of people that we know in the story that come to visit Jesus. And to us, it's presented as this, like there's one or two of them or three of them, but they travel in herds.
Yeah, like caravans.
Like caravans. So literally a circus comes to visit Jesus, who don't even believe in God. They believe in astronomy and the stars and praying to other things and reading things, and they're the ones that come. And our pastor, when he was preaching about this and teaching us about it, he was like, this just shows that from birth, the fact that these were one of the people that God had called, I guess, to be a part of this story, to be a part of the ones that came to honor Jesus. He's for everyone. That's what he said. He goes,
I love that.
From birth,
yes,
God showed, I am for everyone.
So good.
Because the circus rolled in and they brought gifts and they were welcomed and accepted. And I love that so much. It's not these like honorable men with hats. That's what you think. These Jewish men that have honor and respect for God and Jesus or whatever, they're the ones who all showed up at the birth. But literally the furthest thing from a Christian faith shows up and goes, no, but we're going to honor this because we've read the stars.
Yep.
We've read the religion that we're following, which is totally not of God, but the stars brought us here. And the fact that God used the stars, knowing that that's what they believed in, to draw them to the Savior. I love it. I think it's so cool. There's so many layers to it. But yeah, that's one of my favorite parts of the whole story.
And I love that God uses so many different mediums to reach everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone.
He's not bound. He's not limited. From the beginning, he was saying, I can reach anyone. I will use anything and anyone.
Right.
In every way. I will use Mary. I will use the Magi. I will use shepherds. I will use the stars. I will do anything in my power to not be the thing that pulls you away, but to be the thing that says everyone and anyone is welcome.
That's
and anyone can reach me. I am available and accessible to anybody.
Right.
I love that.
I loved that so much. And I remember that sermon that at the end of it, it was like, he is for all. And when we've traveled, which is why I love that we're talking about this in our last episode for the year, is because sometimes we can feel like we're disqualified because of what we've done, that we don't get to experience the amazingness of Christmas or the joy of Jesus because we think there's no way that he can reach me, or there's no way that I even belong in that space. But yet God comes into our chaos and he brings, and this is what Jesus is, the Prince of Peace. He brings peace into our chaos. And they say you will call him Emmanuel, which means God with us. What other God is there of any religion that travels with his people? None. Most of the gods are dead, by the way. Most of the gods have lived, had their time, and now people worship what was. But yet we get to have a God who is with us, traveling in every single scenario, in every single story. He's not surprised by anything either. He's not like, oh, that was a bit of a doozy. I don't know how you got yourself into that one. He's just like, I'm with you through thick and thin. I'm with you. And speaking about Christmas and it being like chaotic and it be, there might be even family traditions that we might be having to be like, or there might be people in our family that we have to see at Christmas or things like that. I just love that God is able to come in and say, I'm with you through this. Like I'm with you in the chaos and I bring peace.
And I think as well, Christmas is a time of year where it brings people together. It gathers everyone. And like you said, even family that maybe you don't want to see, or it's a bit hard to deal with, or there's just a lot of chaos. But that is part of the message in itself, the ministry. If we look at his birth, which didn't happen in December, it's not even like around the time of year where we actually celebrate Christmas. But yeah, it's a time where you can maybe lean into, this season can be about love and can be about being love to others and accepting each other and letting go of things and just trying to see the God hole in their hearts, and how can I fill that? How can I be a vessel for God? Which is tough because sometimes it's not easy, but because it's just chaotic and the last thing you want to do is like minister to someone when you're trying to hold the load.
Sure.
But it's a time to be letting go of things and to just be focused on family and connection and love. And who knows, through that something could come from it. Some kind of ministry can come from it.
And we've been saying in so many episodes that like just take one thing away from this. And I would say like, how can you, like you said, how can you be a blessing or deliver this message of peace in the chaos to someone else?
Yeah.
Does that mean you might have to add something else into your calendar, which is like cook a meal for this family or buy a fuel voucher or buy or do something that's out of your way? Yes, it probably does mean that. But let me tell you, it is so worth it because that's really what we're trying to do. We're trying to set that the expectation of Christmas isn't just this crazy season, but how do we actually like take moments where we reflect and we understand and some of the scriptures that you can share with your family if you want to read it, Luke 2, 1-20, Matthew 1, 18-25, Isaiah 9, 6. That's the prophecy of Jesus coming. They're beautiful stories that you can read with people or even invite people over to your house for a Christmas worship or something. Like it doesn't always have to be about presents and about the festivities. It could also be about, hey, this is an opportunity, especially if you have people in your world who don't know Jesus yet. Christmas is your fire opportunity to bring them in, to invite them to a Christmas church service, to invite them into your home. If you do a Christmas worship and they have no idea who Jesus is or they're not fond of Jesus, they'll accept it at Christmas because it's that time of year that people are Easter and Christmas. They're the most receptive to the gospel.
Yeah, that's cool. I also love another sermon that I heard actually from our pastor's wife. She did a Christmas sermon one year, and I think Christmas is a good time. I think it's always good to reflect on this, even Easter. They probably have this very similar message. I find Easter and Christmas, it's the beginning or the end of his life on earth, but essentially it's the bookends of everything that he was while he was here. But that his coming to earth, his birth, represents him as our miracle, as our savior. He arrived, the savior is born, and Christmas is a time where I think, or the idea of Christmas or his coming, his birth is a time to reflect on the fact that he came and that's enough. And I think we've said this before, but like the cross is enough. The birth of Jesus is not the consolation prize to the thing you're praying for right now. It is the whole miracle. It is the whole winner, you got it, and to come back to that grounding, come back to that core focus, that core belief and that core value that because he came, I I shall not want, And yeah, of course, we have very real things that we do need and we are praying for. And I'm not saying that that's all not valid anymore, but to just remember we have a savior, like we have Jesus. So we got the whole miracle and there is joy in that. That's the joy of the Lord. That's the joy of celebrating this whole story is going, yeah, we got him. He came. And that's enough. Like that's the whole miracle right there.
Such a magical season. I know that sounds like a joke, but I'm serious. Like it is just so inspirational to know that we have that Father. And Chris, it's been an absolute honor to do this podcast with you this year. And I actually can't believe this is our last one for the year. I mean, I know we've been recording all year, but it's just been incredible. And I love that we get to finish on that note about the joy that Jesus brings to us, that he is so, I love that. Thank you for sharing that. He's so the whole miracle. And that's it for us at Soul Strong.
That's a wrap.
That is a wrap.
I may still be pregnant in the next 2 episodes because we are going to record a couple more.
Yes, we are.
So next year, you may still see me pregnant even though I have had the child.
Have had the baby
but it's just
by
because
then.
we're squeezing in a few more episodes before I go on mat leave.
I'm going to get as many episodes out as we can.
Milk it before I become a cow.
We are done until February of 2026. That is when we will be releasing Soul Strong for next year. And we just want to say thanks so much for listening. For those of you who have some of you have been listening every week and we just love you guys. So grateful. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting even. And feel free to keep doing that. Keep messaging us or just let us know if there are things that are hitting in a particular way, if there's topics that you want us to dive into for 2026. I'm excited that we have a space where we can hopefully just encourage you, uplift you, hopefully make you laugh and get you to see that we are truly the best version of ourselves when Jesus is the King of our soul.
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I and you are, we are so strong.